we are back with more Tales of the Wandering Bard. Tales of the Wandering Bards. Oh, this overlay is a little broken. Let me fix it. There we go. Perfect. So, the innkeeper looks up, asks what's going on. The wizard just gives him doesn't give him a look. He just looks at him for a moment, and then goes back to his book. The innkeeper doesn't say anything. Eventually, maybe another 15 minutes later, the boy comes out and starts cleaning again.
I want to head out to town and buy a few things.
Okay. Are you going with her?
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys head out. What do you go buy?
I want to buy some ink and chisel. I don't know.
Ink and a pen?
Ink and a pen, yeah.
Yeah. And paper.
Paper, of course, yeah. Or empty book, maybe.
Okay. If you want to buy individual pieces of parchment, you have like a papyrus, you have parchment, and you have paper. Paper is stronger, sturdier, will last longer, but it's more expensive. Papyrus is... Actually, there's no papyrus here. There's parchment, which is crappier, but cheaper. I think parchment is... I gotta look at the prices of these things. But you're going to use this for spells?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. So the each spell will take d6 minus 1 pages of paper to write it on. So if you're going to write all your spells, roll all of this and subtract 4, unless one of them is a 1. Reroll. Yeah. So this is 1, and these are 4s. So it takes 10 pieces of paper or parchment to write everything down. Where is it? Equipment.
No. Yeah.
Have you got money for the singing last
Yeah,
night?
I already got the money.
Okay.
Think.
Where are we going?
Oh, by the way, would you have looked if the messenger had any money on him?
No.
Okay.
So it is, parchment is 1 gold per page. Paper is 2 gold per page.
Oh, God.
Since it has to be made by hand, and it's very difficult to make paper back in the day. So that's 10 gold to get the paper. If you can borrow some ink and a quill from someone, just 10 gold. Otherwise, you need to buy an ink and a quill, and that can get expensive too.
Can I take some charcoal from a fire to write down?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
That's fine.
So, I'm not entirely sure how this works. If I would just buy 2 pages and I have 2 spells, this would work.
Yeah, but then you would never be able to memorize the other 2.
As long as I don't have the parchment.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Okay, no, then I don't do anything. How about you? Would I know if you have any kind of particular alcohol you like or anything I could do to make you happy?
Why?
Just would I have learned anything about you in the time we were traveling together?
I think alcohol...
Or maybe oil for your sword or anything like this. No?
You're a little bit too nice.
I'm a very nice person.
Yes, you are.
Okay.
Okay, there's nothing.
Okay.
No,
So you don't buy...
nothing special.
No, okay, then I just look at the expensive clothes and the windows and on the market and wander around a little bit and do nothing.
Okay. You guys come back to the inn later that day. actually, on your way back to the inn later that day, you see smoke rising from part of the town near the inn. From where you're standing, you can't tell what exactly it is, but in the direction of the inn, there is a lot of smoke rising.
Mhm.
And you do not hear any bells going off or anything like that, but there is definitely some black smoke.
Okay. You said there were many guards, so I approach one of them and ask him if he knows anything about it.
No, the guard was staring and looking at the smoke, scratching his chin.
Okay.
And was, no, it just started. I haven't heard any alarm bells or whistles yet, so it can't be that serious.
Okay.
I think we should go to our rooms and get our stuff out of there.
Yeah, and Lily is still there. The poor horse.
The
Must
poor
be horribly
horse.
afraid.
And
She
the
was
messenger.
burned a few days ago, so yeah. We go back to the inn.
Okay. When you come back to the inn, you see there's a couple of carts that were on fire right out front of the inn. Actually, one big not a covered wagon, but a wheelhouse, I think is the term. It's like a carriage, like an enclosed carriage.
Mm-hmm.
But this one is painted black and it has metal bars going across the windows.
Like a
and
prison.
like a
carriage,
prison,
okay.
yeah, like a paddy wagon is what we would call it in English.
Okay.
Just kind of a racist term, actually. It refers to putting all the Irish people in the wagon. You put all the paddies in the
Okay.
So you see that is on fire, and around it are the charred corpses of about a dozen guards.
Okay. Is there still anyone alive?
Do you inspect the bodies?
No, just other people standing or...
This section of town is pretty empty. You don't see
but
anyone
there
standing
aren't
around.
any guards who are running around or anything?
No.
Okay, well, I look at it a little suspicious and
Mhm.
Is this empty?
The street is empty.
I just go in the direction of the inn and...
It's right across the street from the inn. It's right up front of the inn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I make big steps to avoid corpses and go over there.
Okay.
What do you do?
I look at it, and is there anyone inside?
The inn?
No.
Oh, the wagon.
Yeah.
No. There's one of the doors is kind of off its hinge, kind of hanging loosely. The inside is just like a box with no cushions or seats or anything, and it's completely empty.
Okay.
The wagon's on fire though.
Good. I will follow her.
And I say, I hope Sir Ian is okay. I think these guys came to take us in and... horrible.
Yeah. You step in the inn,
And
and
I have my scimitar by my side, not menacing, but to be careful.
yeah, you step in the inn and look about, and you see the red-robed wizard, Sir Iron, sitting in his chair. He looks up from what he's doing, looks back down, he goes back down to his book. You see the innkeeper is kind of just standing with a blank expression on his face, just like completely like in shock, completely stunned, unable to comprehend what's happening.
Okay, I'll turn at him and say, I don't think that a lot of people will come to this inn this evening, but do you know anyone I could talk to if I want to set up a stage on a big marketplace and play there?
The innkeeper doesn't say anything to you.
I get a little bit closer and say, hello?
Stage, there's the steps at the temple in the center of town. He kind of comes out of it and looks at you and says, sometimes people play in the center of town.
What's happening there outside?
Some soldiers came to arrest the tiger. and then the wizard in red made a fire come from his hands, and then they all died.
Mm,
You're a crazy guy.
I think I have to go now. Please excuse me. And he turns and just goes into the kitchen.
okay.
Okay, there's no problem. So
Yeah.
let's go and look
I look
after
for the
our
horse. It's calm and
There's a very small
okay.
stable attached to this place.
okay.
When you go into the stable,
Mm-hmm.
you don't see anyone around. There's no stable boy. There's nothing. There's 3 horses in here. Sorry, 4 horses,
Mhm.
including yours. And saddles and bridles and hay and water and all the tools that you have in the stable.
And everything is okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Then, do you want to do anything?
Yeah, I go upstairs and control if everything is okay and if everything is there.
With the guy, the upstairs in the inn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
with the guy and with our backpacks and so on.
Yeah, all of your gear is in place. The guy is where you left him on the bed. He's not unconscious. He's not even alive. Like there is no pulse. There is no breathing. But he's not dead. He's just like Snow White, just there in stasis.
Okay. I go back to the innkeeper and ask him.
He's not
okay.
in the kitchen.
He's not in the kitchen. Okay. Is his son somewhere around?
No.
Okay. Is there maybe a board with keys or anything like that?
The inns in this room do not have locks on the door.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I just look through the rooms and look if I find the room of the messenger. If I
You do.
would.
You find
Okay.
his room very quickly.
And I want to look at his stuff.
Okay. He has a backpack. In it, there is he's got an extra pair of clothes. He's got some food for the traveling, some rations. He has, a deck of playing cards. He has a couple of small statues of various gods that have been carved out of what looks like marble, maybe. Yeah, I think that's about it. He doesn't have very much stuff.
Okay. Any money at all?
Not in the backpack.
Okay.
But his actual person is... Where did you put his body?
In my room.
Yeah,
Okay.
on the bed.
Okay. But his body's
Okay.
in your room.
Okay. Are the clothes very nice?
His clothes?
Yeah.
I mean, they're
Okay.
okay. They're the clothes that
Okay.
would represent someone of your land, so they're nice, but they're not like gilded. They're
Okay.
well done.
Okay.
Simple.
I just take the food
Okay.
and leave his stuff there.
All right. It's food for 3 weeks. So
Mhm.
right, 3 weeks rations. Actually, you should put 4 weeks rations total because you ate all the non-ration food. And 4 weeks of rations should
It's
weigh
40 pounds.
something like that. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Then I look through his person,
Mhm.
and does he have any money?
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
he's got. He has 2 bags of coins. One of them has. I'm sorry, he's got 3 bags of coins. One of them has gold. One of them has silver and copper, and the other has platinum, which is worth 10 times gold.
Mhm.
The platinum bag has 100 platinum coins in it, which is the equivalent of 1,000 gold.
Mhm.
Do you want to buy some paper?
I should mention platinum is considered a holy metal that is used in a lot of religious ceremonies. It's also very easily identifiable as platinum. If you pay with platinum, people will absolutely take notice, and it will. In small towns, it will become very obviously like, holy shit! Somebody showed up with some platinum coins. They're extraordinarily rare, but they're extremely valuable.
It's how many coins?
10 gold to 1 platinum, and there are 100 platinum coins in his bag.
Okay. I take all his money.
Okay. So write down 100 platinum coins. Write down 50 gold coins. 60 silver, and 30 copper.
30 copper?
30 copper.
Okay.
Not that it matters when you have ridiculous prices.
Okay. Should have done that before. Yeah. Can I try and sew in a few platinum coins in my clothes?
You don't have a needle and thread.
Okay. But it's something I could definitely do.
Well, in theory, you could easily sew
Yeah,
coins
okay.
into your clothing.
Okay, then I head out again and I look if there is a... Would there be a wizard shop or anything?
There would be
that
like
in
an
town?
alchemical wizardy shop. Like it would sell components for spells, but no
If
actual.
If I wanted to buy a spell book, I could get one there. Okay,
Yeah.
great.
They're expensive.
I think I have money.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So a spell book, how many pages would you like? They sell books with 50 pages or spell books with 100 pages. Like a 50-page book is this big, a 100-page book is this big. And then there is a fat tome that's like this thick with 500 pages in it.
Okay. How expensive would be 100 pages?
So books are usually, it's 1 gold or 2 gold per page for the paper, and then with all like the binding and then the paper's treated specially so it avoids fire, it's usually twice the cost. So a 100-page spell book would cost 400 gold.
Okay. I buy a 50-page one.
Okay, so that would be 200. 100. Cool. 200 gold. There we go. I can do math.
Okay.
Sometimes.
That would be.
Yeah.
How much platinum?
20 platinum for
Okay.
200 gold.
Okay, I buy a spellbook with
Sure.
50 pages.
Write down your character sheet, 50-page spellbook, and I think that's where we're going to end it for now. The 50-page spellbook weighs 5 pounds. And then you can write your spells in it, and you can memorize whichever spells you want, whenever you want. And I think that is going to wrap up today's episode of Tales of the Wandering Bard. I don't think it could get much better than this, and let's end on a high note rather than a low note. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Well played, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I think that's it. Is there anything you guys would like to say before we're done?
Thanks for having us here. It was the first time D&D for both of us, and it was great. It was an incredible experience.
Well,
Yeah.
thank you guys for showing me around the city all day. That's it.
No problem.
We will see you guys some other time with more Tales of the Wandering Bard and continuing the story of Sarah and Alyssa. And hopefully they don't die, because this is, I really want to see where these characters go. So that's all. See you guys next time. Bye-bye. And we are